Hello and welcome back to All Under Heaven. The realm that we had has been destroyed, and now it is up to us to put it back together. Now, there are three paths that our series could take at this point. Path number one I'm rejecting offhand, which is that we end the series and we start a new one. I don't think this is a good point to do that, so we're rejecting that. Which means our two paths that we saw at the end of last episode are either we try and join one of these realms and build ourselves up, or we become an adventurer. Now, the comments are advocating for adventurer. Here's my reason against it. If we become an adventurer, we lose our family tier title, as we lose our family estate. Which means we lose all the buffs we've been going for throughout this entire series. And I don't think that I want to do that. I think I want to keep the buffs that we have, because they are one of our greatest assets, and they add some continuity to the series. Because if we were just going to become an adventurer, it almost feels like you're discarding the rest of what we've done up until this point, and you're just an adventurer now, and then you're just going to do a new series effectively, but it's in the middle of an old series. That doesn't feel good to me. I'd rather just put a line under it and start a new series at that point. So, we're going to join one of these realms and we're going to build ourselves up through it. Now, we are currently losing a ton of money as well. We're going to have to figure out a way of fixing that. But I think we need to pick a realm, join it, and then we can figure out how to fix it. Now, I've been looking at realms. Now, I did consider potentially joining this realm over here, because this realm has Chang'an, which people have been mentioning is really good. So we could potentially do that. My only worry with joining this realm is that Xia is right here, right? And that's a problem, because they could easily attack this realm, and then that causes us friction, right? That means that we might be dealing with them rather than trying to build up China. I've also considered this one, because this holding is also incredibly good, and it's one that we had earlier in the series, so there's some reason to do it. The other option is obviously that we join this realm here, which is our half-brother's realm. The reason we might want to join that one is, one, it's got the Imperial Palace in it, which is huge, and then two, it's a realm filled with people who are our family. But thinking about it, I don't want to join a realm filled with people who are our family, because then we can't have them as allies. We would love to have them as allies. So, looking at our options, I'm kind of 50-50 between these two. You know what, let's join this one, because these guys are strong, right? They've got 7,100. Xia aren't that strong, and it gives us someone we can attack to potentially expand out this way. Yeah, maybe I'm going to join them. Will you have us, Wang Yang Xuan Jing? Will you have us as a vassal? Yes. Also, by the way, everybody will, because base willingness is plus 50. So unless they absolutely despise us, they're going to say yes. So, yeah, we're going to move our, our camp, as it says here, although it's our estate, to Jingjiao. So let's move. Let's join them. Oh, and everything gets renamed. Interesting. Anyway. We lost opinion of ourselves because we moved to a different realm that isn't our realm. So weird. Anyway, I've now sworn fealty to this guy. Okay. So that's cool. I'm now 6th in line for a higher tier title, militarily. Now, I am on the military path, aren't I? I am, okay. But, yeah, there are people who are higher in line by a lot, as in they're at 3rd merit rank, so it's not great. Although, don't military count... I thought military counties work differently. Actually, they do, but they probably merit followed by candidate score. But candidate score is calculated differently because it's through commander traits and other such things. Okay, so we're actually way down the list. Now, we could immediately just ask that this guy gives me a governorship. 98% chance he says yes, although I can't ask him because it has appointment succession law. Oh, we did this previously as well. Yeah, okay, so same in this one. We can't, because it's got appointment succession, we can't just ask for a governorship. Okay, cool. Next, we have empty council positions. Also, am I still... Yeah, I'm still the house head. I guess I'll always be the house head because house head doesn't follow the normal succession. I do kind of think, by the way, that the way that this should work is that when you lose the... when you lose the hegemony, it should depose you from the family as well, and the family title should pass to the family member that you... that got all the other titles. That would make sense to me. Like, I think you keeping the family title is weird, right? I think that's weird. Anyway. Yeah, we also are in a new division cycle. We should read and see what this actually means for us here. So, we are currently in this group. So you get legitimacy for completing great projects. Legitimacy when appointing characters with 4th rank merit rank, such as... Sorry. Legitimacy increases when appointing characters with 4th rank merit rank as governors, ministers, and court positions. Unlocks the claim the mandate of heaven decision, and you get 20% less holding taxes. Okay, every independent ruler in the cycle can set either advancement or expansion as an era. Okay, cool. Well, we don't need to worry about that. Okay. Also, do I need to recommand our family to take exams? Yes. Okay, we can do that. And my career path is military, which is fine. Okay then. So, I'm still losing a ton of money. I can declare war on this person. Yeah, but not for my claims, so it doesn't matter. Because I didn't get any claims either. See, this is what's weird. We kept the family title, but we got no claims. It definitely feels like everything should have gone to him, because he got a claim on the hegemony of China. Like, that seems like it should go to him anyway. It's not the way it works, but it is the way I think it should work. Next, let's fill in our council. Estate manager. That's going to be you. You're going to get me as much money as you can. Guard captain. That's going to be you. Anything you can do to reduce the men-at-arms cost? Nope. Alright, well, train commanders for me. Observer's going to be you. And you're going to disrupt schemes. And our private secretary is going to be my nephew here. Wonderful. And they are going to... Well, I guess I don't need direct vassal opinion anymore. You're going to do foreign affairs for us for a while. Okay. What have I got in here? I do have some positions still filled in. Some of these still should be filled in. I need a forward scout. Wait, did I not say I had a forward scout? I thought it said that you were, but maybe not. Anyway. That's going to be my concubine here. Chief administrator is going to be my niece. It's going to make everybody else better. And then the rest of this is fine. Okay. Do we have any children? No. Okay. It's all fine here. Right. Doing a martial lifestyle. You're fine because it costs almost nothing for you to do that. Okay. Cool. So I'm losing a ton of money per month. I'm going to let time move on at least 1 month, and then we'll figure out what we need to do. I see accolades. Well, yeah, we'll let time move forward a month, and then we'll figure out where everything goes. Tribute mission. So people are still giving us tribute because they still had missions ongoing. Devra Raja Angsa Raja enters the Great Hall with his entourage, eager to present his tribute. A luscious concubine presented as Shin Nilli Jiyush by the look of it. Her looks may be nothing out of the ordinary, but the glint in her eye still intrigues me. A twitch at the corner of her eye as her arm moves up into a defensive pose indicates the woman has a very particular view of the world. So we can say she'll probably be useful at our court, or I believe we're full. I mean, we'll take as many people as we can in our court. That's okay. And then you can have some of these technological advancements. That's fine. You have presented me a new concubine. This person. She'll prove useful at court. I mean, they can't be my concubine because I'm limited, but... Because I'm limited to 3 now, but that's okay. Right. Some of these acclaimed knights are becoming idle, which is fine. We have a new cadet branch, which was to be very expected because we have landed people and we are not high rank, so they were going to create cadet branches all over the place. Range betrothal. You would like to marry my courtier. So this is my great niece, I think. Are we okay with that? Yeah, I guess so. She's not even my court. Well, she is my courtier, but like, I don't think she should be in my court. Anyway, let's just wait a second or two here. Just want to see money actually calculate. So cultural head just changed. Yeah, I was thinking that was going to change at some point. Because, well, we shouldn't be the cultural head because we're not the most powerful person of our culture. Okay, for our house. My brother, Yu Zhongshuan, gives me a warm smile as he enters my room. Dear half-brother, he offers me a courteous bow, his robes brushed clean, gaze lowered in respect. I've long reflected on the honour of our house. This might not be much, but I still want to offer it to you so the Yu estate may shine brightly for all to see. Okay, so you can subsidize the buildings in our estate. Must use the gold to fund the other rulers. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Or do not waste your gold on me. I'll say do not waste your gold for now. That's fine. Okay. So, now that we're done with that, let's figure out what's next for us. So, income. We have too many men-at-arms. That much is straightforward. Let's ditch some men-at-arms, right? So immediately we can ditch like this 1 and this 2, right? Let's just ditch them. Because they're over our limit and there's basically no one in them. So we've ditched them now. So we're now down to 7. That has reduced the cost significantly. So we're now down to only losing 12 a month. If I can use the men-at-arms for something, we should use them soon. So let's see what our options are. So we can do a Liberty or a Claimant faction, which I don't necessarily want to do. Anything else in here? No, I don't really have anything else that makes sense for us in here. Yeah. So, with that being said, given that I can't... Well, and I assume I'm not allowed to, like, to just declare war on people. Nope. So, should probably get rid of them. Well, we should get rid of enough. Art of War, increase it by 20%. Oh, okay. So what men-at-arms are costing us the money? So for 12, it's probably my armored horseman plus one of these guys. Yeah. Could get rid of this is only 100 units. I'm going to get rid of that one. Start with that one. These cost so much to build up, but the problem is to afford them I need to get rid of all of our crossbowmen. Which just doesn't seem like, that's not reasonable. Yeah, let's get rid of these guys. And then I'm also going to get rid of this crossbow unit. It hurts, but I mean, we need to not be losing money. I'll keep these guys. There's still 3,000 troops, but yeah, we couldn't afford the rest of them, so that's fine. Next for us, I want to go in here. This is where I was thinking. Oh yeah, I don't have any accolades because or none active because I have no accolade slots, which makes perfect sense again. Okay, so that's that. So now we need to figure out the next bit. So university visit. Can I go on like the world's cheapest university visit? I can go to a no-cost university visit. I get decreased gold cost. I can also well, I guess I can't travel to these ones, but I could just go to this one. I don't get the bonus necessarily, but yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. We're still fairly young. We're only at, what, a level 3 education? Let's just put all of our money into the university trip to start with. Also, I'm going to study the Confucian classics. Now, I will not rest in the pursuit of knowledge, we'll say there. Right, let's go. 4 days till it begins, at speed 5. Bunch of house relations improve as people become friends of other people. Right. Let's go. Yu Yancy has created a cadet branch. Jiangdu Yu. Alright. My new heir is Yu One Ching. Alright. Cool. Intellectual debate. Chang'an is often home to fervent debates among teachers and students alike. After a particularly enlightening lecture from our teacher, Wan Zhong, I found myself dragged into one such debate with another student, Anren. No, you're making no sense, you're completely misrepresenting the philosopher's point, I scream. You're completely delusional, he fires back. From the corner of my eye, I see Wan Zhong stare at us with a pensive look on his face. Well, because my learning is pretty good, I can just say, but I'm better at you than learning, and then pass that. Did I equip my artifacts? Maybe. Yeah, I think I did. I think I did equip my artifacts. Okay. It's fine. I'm no longer the Dynasty head. Well, that was to be expected, because he's more powerful. The Dynasty head goes to him, and he's got a new house, which is why he was able to take that. So that's okay. Okay. We still keep the estate, because the estate is tied to the house. The halls of the University of Chang'an often echoes with the debates of students and teachers, some of which escalates into notorious rivalries, like between Wan Zhong and Si Shun. When I find out today, they are, as usual, screaming at each other, trying to prove whose field of study is better equipped to discuss generals of ancient and modern times. Something less usual, however, is that they suddenly notice me approaching and ask me to take a position. Ooh, we can try for the both. They were unimpressed by me saying both. Okay. Well. My wife? Yes, my wife is pregnant. Fantastic. Okay, potential heir for us. Party of peasants. So we have 2 peasants who've broken in. I'm going to teach them to read. Rengui and Chengfa. Wonderful. So that should have increased my studiousness. You gained 5 trait experience in the studious classic Confucian thing. Cool. That's good. Carrying on. One of the boys. Universities and centres of higher education are always bustling hives of socialisation. In these hallowed halls, the students are all peers, all apprentices along the road to knowledge, which is why it can be helpful to make friends and feel part of a community. These, at least, are my first thoughts when Anren approaches me, the smell of Huangju on his breath. Join me and my friends, you Daji. Prove to us the might of a gentleman by downing more cups than anyone else, and we shall consider you one of us. So I can try that or say no. I'm going to say no, so it gets us to studious level 1. Okay. It's a positive. Liege is passing and replacing laws, but I don't think any of them will be relevant to us just yet. Yes and no. My in-depth studies of the Dhyana doctrine in Chang'an have comforted me with so many new questions, or confronted me with so many new questions, not all of which seem to have clear-cut answers. Some even seem to have contradictory explanations. Is faith supposed to be completed by reason or not? Is faith only a deal for the unseen or not? Can we even know what is unseen or not? Yes or no? So this is a more successful no matter what, or we gain stress. I'll take the more successful no matter what. We got much more successful. Nice. Okay. You've improved this and made it so that my parochial vassals gain 1% more, or give me 1% more tax. Not that I have any of those currently. I just noticed I'm losing 2 gold a month. What happened? Where did my money go? I wasn't paying attention. 1 minute arms over cap. My cap changed. That's what happened. Oh no. Okay, well I'm going to get rid of another one of these then. Oops. Apologies, I was paying attention to the university event and it was hiding in the background, just like stealing my money. Okay, well, so I guess the law did matter to us. It's probably changed the amount of men at arms I'm allowed to have. Alright, to have a gander. Today we're going to examine the anatomy of a falcon. I will help. Gets us close to level 2. Okay. Holy orders are being created, which is intriguing. And study reading the annals. Before I can govern the land, I must first govern my desk. The annals of Duke Shi lie open before me, a sagely work foundation of righteous rule. Through its words I will deepen my knowledge and trace the footsteps of Kong Ji. Only through discipline will I prevail. I'm going to comb the text for hidden truths. I got 5 trait experience. And I lost skill tactician. I'm now a brilliant strategist. Fantastic. And up to a level 4 trait here. Knowledge is power and a martial lifestyle perk. Your brother has created another cadet branch. This is Jia Nan Yu. So this is Yu Aaron here, who's done that one. New perk for us. Tempted to go down this path. Get ourselves into stuff like household guards for more knights, because knights are now more valuable to us because we have less troops. I can negotiate alliances with many people. Well, now I need to figure out who I'd actually want alliances with. I don't think any of them right this second. Yeah. And then these are the actual alliances you would want. You would actually want. So these are all my brothers who have real strength. Why can I get an alliance with you? Oh, because that's my niece's husband. I see. Okay. Cool. Anyway, I can also find an elder now if I wanted to. So can I go to like you here? Say, hey, I want you to be my elder. Request that he mentors. Sort by rank. Me? Okay. You get me aggressive attacker here. Alright, let's do that. Commander traits are beneficial for ranking up in the military like side of things, so might as well do that. Right. Let's chill for a second. Started our mentorship scheme. Next thing as well, just want to check that this is still set. That's set. That's good. Alright. Let's go. Some new hybrid cultures are existing. Right, let's go speed 5 for a second here. Dynasty head changed. You Aaron is now the dynasty head. Alright. They're all splitting apart into different places. I'm wondering how you get a ton of merit when you can't do... When, like, I guess nobody's really holding provincial examinations right now. So I wonder how you get, like, huge amounts of merit. Also, the max we can reach is 3rd rank, because we can never take the palace examination, I'm assuming, because there's no son of heaven. Interesting. Okay. Arranged marriage. My courtier and this person. So this is my great nephew. Okay. Cool. I can send you to the children's examination. And then let's meditate in seclusion for 6 months. In my own estate. Cool. My brother Yu Yancy has died of old age. So yeah, people who were... there were people suggesting that I should have made Yu Yancy or similar my heir. Because they may have had more legitimacy. I think the problem is they were going to die anyway. Because, because he was on low health and then... Well, I guess it would have then gone to his son, so maybe it would have gone to this guy, but he's also not that healthy. I know it says he's in good health, but he does have some health negatives, so he only needs a little bit to tip him over the edge, so... I don't know, I think we may have ended up in the same situation no matter what. Turns out, whoever kept raising division did a really good job of making sure that it was likely going to fall. Who could have done that? That's crazy. Anyway. I gained the aggressive attacker trait. Nice. Cool. That's what I like to see. The map. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at a local tavern. The man has been spending large amounts of coin and bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. Yeah, somebody's probably trying to kill me, unfortunately, is what that means. Maybe I will redouble guards. Yeah. Do a little redoubling of guards here. Okay, new martial perk. Grab never back down for extra advantage. Cool. And now we are spending a little bit of time basically just waiting for our opportunities, but... Hey, meditate in seclusion's done. But yeah, we're just waiting for opportunities for things to happen. Also, that gives you experience in aggressive attacker. Oh, well, that's cool that you can level these up, because the higher levels of these things are insanely good. So you can level them up without being in combat. Send you to a children's exam. You failed. Shocking. Okay. Hey, I'm almost back in positive money, though. That's cool. Yeah, I imagine there is going to be a lot of just playing at speed 5 here for a while, but that's okay. Oh, also that's our second child. You, Chang'an. And our first child is homely. Ah, okay. You can use the restore accolades decision. I bet I can't, because I don't have any accolade slots. We have yet another daughter called Dingzhen. I can join a local examination? Oh, people are still holding them. I think I just said yes. Wait, where is he? Oh, is my liege holding one in here. There's no travel, that's why it immediately started. Ah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, we can assist. That's fine. Gain more aggressive attacker progress, and my level of devotion has just gone up. So we are now at controlling. So that's the wrong one. We are now at devoted servant, so same faith clergy opinion. It's gone up. Child can take an examination. These aren't even my children. These are just like my half brother. But anyway, it's fine. We're all in my court for now. Okay. How much does it cost to repair this? 38. I just give that to... Well, I don't know. Which one is it? Infusion trait experience. That might be the one. Yeah, it's the one we're using. Fortunately. Okay. Well, that's okay. You abandon the proper rites to the detriment of your virtue. So this is for pouring tea. Well, I will demonstrate and get myself some merit. Public challenge. No one understands the spring and autumn annals better than I. Kongji's words are not simple recordings of events. His subtle phrasing exalts the virtuous and condemns the wicked. Don't you agree? I will say every path towards wisdom is unique and get myself some more merit. We're now fully back on the merit thing. People are talking about swapping seats. Apparently I would gain stress for calling them out because I'm cynical. So I'll just urge them to reconsider. A timely challenge. Do we want to grade each other's answers? Sure, let's grade each other's answers. I have yet another daughter. Wait, no, this isn't my daughter. This is my... great... So this is my great-nephew's daughter. So this is my great-great-niece. I think. Or actually, no. So... No, so it'd be... grandnephew. I don't know. It's some relation to me. Whatever. They're not really related to me. I might be getting the wrong thing there. Let's gain some experience in the... Wait, am I at Immaculate Sage already? I am. Oh, cool. Alright. In which case I will lose some stress. Cool. What's this? Range betrothal between this person and my courtier. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just going to say yes to all of these. They're not my children. I'm not worried about it. More experience in aggressive attacker. And we got... Well, we already got our merit for the events there. Okay. Your dynasty has unlocked the Convergent Blood Dynasty Legacy. So chance of reinforcing congenital traits has gone up. So this is because we're no longer in charge of our dynasty legacies. So now they're doing it. But what the AI will do is every single time, I think, at least from what we saw from the previous campaign, they'll just go down a whole line. So they'll just go down this line now, which is perfectly acceptable. Like, this is fine. I mean, I guess I would like to be in charge of what congenital trait is more common, but really any of them they could choose can't be that bad. We got another daughter called Xuan. Okay, now we have 4 daughters in a row. Now it is starting to become a pattern, but that's okay. Oh, another one of our concubines is pregnant. Send you to the children's examination, which you failed. I will now repair my manuscript. What do I want to do now in activity-wise? I guess I could go hunting. I don't think that gets you merit, though, right? It doesn't say it gets you merit. It might, but it doesn't say it. Yeah, there's not really a lot we can... Like, not a lot of options until we get landed, fortunately. You have nothing more to teach me. Oh, because my aggressive attacker now became as good as his aggressive attacker. Alright, that's cool. Be invited to another local examination. Yeah, I'll go to that. Let's go... here, and then on the way back here. Cool. Wonderful. We'll travel. Also, I want to find somebody who can... Can I have somebody in a different realm mentor me? So it has to be somebody in my realm. Okay. So within our top level realm, let's just sort by martial. Let's find people who are good at things. Let's maybe take their trait. So I want to get forest fighter now. You're gonna give me forest fighter. Actually, yeah, you're at level 1 logistician. I'm gonna get you to mentor me in logistics. Cool. Seems good. Right. So we just so far down because there are 3 people who are still 3rd merit rank. I think once they die off, we're actually going to end up in a situation where we're one of the better candidates because nobody is gaining any merit right now. So, yeah. Also, 2 of these people work for me, which is a little bit galling, but anyway. It's fine. We're now here, assisting the examination when it begins. My knight improved, that's cool. A mentorship scheme began. Cool. New martial perk. Let's grab household guard. I now have more knights. Work for me. I might be under the max number. Let's see. No, I've got 6 of 6. Cool. I guess I must have a large court. I have 89 people in my court. Yeah, that's pretty large. You didn't pour correctly. We'll pour correctly. My rival was imprisoned. That's cool. Gentlemen, I humbly offer my compositions for your critique. I have laboured over these lines. Some are bold with certainty. Others reflect my search for balance. I welcome your thoughts. I'll compare his work to the ancients and write a commentary, which will then give me merit. Yep. The weight of the ink. We use this opportunity to lower my stress. We'll grade each other's answers. I got some more merit. And I got a learning perk. We'll grab anatomical studies so that our personal physician is better. Cool. Right, back in here. Whispered seat swap. I'll urge them to reconsider, get me some diplomacy lifestyle experience. That's okay. I have a regent, apparently. You should be trying to earn me money. I have a daughter called Tianjian. So this is our 5th daughter in a row, by the way, in case you're keeping track. My wife is pregnant this time, so we'll see. My rival is dead. It's Zhao Shi Zhuang. Okay, cool. That's nice. That lowered my stress, not that I had any. And then the local examination is over. And I've now gained a logistician trait, which is cool. So I think that these are now like contributing to our candidacy score. Yeah, number of commander traits is starting to push that up. Nice. So our candidacy score is pretty good. We just need a higher merit rank. And for titles to be available, but yeah. Interesting. Yeah, and we also can't really declare wars for anyone else. Can't, like, not in the same way, because he wouldn't become a vassal of our liege, so yeah, we're kind of at, like, the mercy of our liege doing something. That's okay. Do I want to drink tea? Yeah, I'll drink tea. What benefit did I actually get? A benefit that doesn't show up there. Okay. Cool. Grand tournament? I'll go to a grand tournament, sure. That sounds fun. Something to do. Let's hire... I want to spend 10 gold on mercenary guards for this? Yes. Yes, I do. Then, on the way back, I'm going to go via this place and get myself some more merit. Could go here as well, actually, if I wanted to. Yeah, let's do that. Wonderful. Family first. My gentleman, I wish to see the sights. Won't you let me ride in front with my carriage? My view is terribly obstructed behind yours. Lady Yu Xiu asked me during a stop in Jing'an. She stifles a yawn behind her hand and looks at me blearily. That's our wife. Before I get a chance to respond, Gao Siwen steps in with a saccharine smile. Surely you must not forget about the order a proper spouse must follow. Propriety demands that your wife remain in her designated place. Say, as the lady wishes. Is he trying to drive a wedge between us? You can ride in back, or everyone quiet. My wife can ride in the back, I guess. A study in martial. Chen Siwen, the local captain, and a few of his officers greet me as my entourage enters the military camps of Fuzhou. As he wanders off, I quickly dismount and follow him through the latest siege equipment. I nod, appreciating the organized chaos I'm observing. Now what would my lord want to do next? Chen Siwen looks at me expectantly. Sparring? More martial via learning. Try and recruit him or have somewhere to be. Let's do some sparring. Our martial went up by 1. That's cool. So our martial is now 19. Cool. Language barrier. Can we work out the language here? No. Okay. So that's Tangut. So I should maybe try and learn your language. Oh, but that would cancel my mentoring scheme, so no. Right. Now we've arrived here. What are you doing? Archery board game ceremony. Let's do tourney so we can try and qualify. So this is the falcon that flies around. I'll take the score increase. Guaranteed to qualify. Nice. Okay. How many days have we got to wait? 7. Okay. Let's go to the tent camps. Tournament tales. A small crowd has gathered around a passionately orating Governor Wei Cheng Yu, and they seem to be listening intently. Personal glory is one thing, but true glory lies elsewhere. Your family is your strength. Without them, you are nothing. This reminds me of when my daughter, Wei Yi, was born to my wife, Jen Yi. Almost half an hour passes, but it feels like mere seconds. He sure knows how to spin a tale. Okay. I was going to say, I recognize the name, but I think he was one of the first ranked people, so he must have been in some of the positions in the former government. So I can get a modest increase, or I say, I think I learned something. Let's take the modest increase. 1 day till we can do something, so I want to go slow. There we go, tourney grants. Be a man. I've had this event before. This is, she's trying to sneak in and compete. Do we keep her secret? Do we try and recruit her? Or do we say there's a woman in our tournament? You know what? I'll recruit her. I could use the services of someone like you. Right. Archery. Time to show the world my skill. So we've now gained the Hastluder trait, which is a nice bonus to opinion. I'm not going to cheat. Tragedy at the butts. I step up to the line, pulling an arrow from the barrel, and carefully draw my bow, peering down at the shaft at the distant target. At the very moment I commit, loosening my grip, a figure suddenly emerges from behind the butt. A shot flies true straight towards them. A gasp rises from the spectators, and after what seems like an eternity, the form keels over, groaning feebly. A valet soon confirms the worst. The peasant is dead. No points for that arrow. The family will be cared for. Let's not ruin our fun, or that's enough archery for me. Get popular dismay here. I don't have 50 gold, so I guess I'll say let's not let this ruin our fun, I guess is what we'll say. Twang. The arrow from a competitor looses from the bow and thunks into the target. A light smattering of applause follows. I lean on my bow, bored, awaiting my turn. Twang! Another arrow strikes home. Xiao Gong wanders off to pick up his bow. I need to find something to do as I wait, else I lose my mind. So I can try and move his mark, which would decrease his score moderately. Or I'll wander off to have a chat to the crowd, or I'll have to bear it, I suppose. Are we worried about his score? I guess I'll say that mark is very temporary and move it back a few paces. Striking true. Dusk begins to draw in slowly but steadily as the competition continues. The snapping of strings a staccato rhythm. I lean on my bow, considering the path this contest has taken so far, such as when I got bored mid-contest and wavered with my desire to cause some mischief. The competition begins to draw to a close as my arrow continues to fly into and past the butts. If I'm to make any impact from on proceeds from here, I must act now. Let's go for a prowess learning challenge. Highly strung, I got a great increase. I have the 6th daughter in a row. Small tales. Being part of a crowd at a sporting event can be a real treat. The atmosphere, the sound, the sights. The only problem is it can sometimes bring as many downsides as it does boons. One such downside has just materialized. I find myself stuck between the large frame of Lu Wangqing. I lean first one way, then the other, but his sheer size occludes the action almost perfectly. I sigh loudly and tap my foot. Lu Wanqing doesn't budge. Cheers ring out as something huge and exciting happens. My collar begins to rise. So he was in charge of the Ministry of Rights, which somehow still exists, despite having no title associated with it. So I guess him as an Empire level person got to keep his title because he was 300 or whatever above, but he's not part of any realm right now, so I don't really know what happens with that, but okay, that's weird. That doesn't seem reasonable. Let's just take the stress hit. Hey, I'm best at archery. Fantastic. Okay. That's good. So in third came Governor Shi Xiaogong, then Lu Tingyu, and then us. So, I get Merry Aim for 5 years, which is a nice little collection of buffs, and I get a prize, and I get money. Tourney grounds. Okay. I am going to take the moderate increase, hopefully. I don't think I got it. Tent camp. She who spurns the fight. My champion Holun's recent absences have not gone unnoticed. Wait, was she the person from the Be a Man event? Or is this someone else? This must be that person from that event. I didn't realize they were a Nestorian. Anyway. None of the many servants turned away from her door. At the tourneygoer's request, I enter her lodgings. Holun acknowledges me with scant obeisance, turning her shining sword over and over in her hands. All the world knows I am a great and worthy champion, growls she, and so with the highborn attendants and grand gifts of my liege, I must refuse to compete. My attending the contest in poverty would dishonor us both. And say you owe me your service, remember? She gets unwilling tourneygoer. I'm going to say she owes me her service. Okay. 20 days to the next thing. Well, we'll get quite close and then we'll go slowly. Tourney grounds. Where victory is fostered. My champions stand assembled for the day's training, their attendants laden with kit. Yan, Wan Su, and myself stand before all. Champions, what you do not know, ask humbly to be taught. Together we represent the gentlemen. Let us together prepare for our glories. Command us. So I can get moderate score for increase for my knights and myself. Say, draw your swords. Champions, your keenness, or prove your keenness both of eye and mind, or best them all, you Yan Su, or Yan Yuan Su now. So this is because they are in like accoladed knights, but they're acclaimed knights, but it's not really relevant. But I'm gonna do this one. I will not qualify, it says. He still doesn't think I'll qualify after the score increase, but turns out I qualified. Okay, I'm ready. The table flips with an almighty thwack, sending the go pieces flying. Toriel's mood suddenly turned suddenly several moves ago as he realized a simple mistake had all but decided the game in my favor. Well, I'll say pick them up. I need to make my last move. I'll rub it in. Lost my antiquarian. They died. Okay. Semi-finals. So we have Momu Lishan, Prefect Siwan, Gentleman Yu Dazai, or Daji, sorry, Daji, and then Lu Tingyu. I think we got a chance. I think we can beat Lu Tingyu, definitely. The silence is deafening. Lu Tingyu has been contemplating his next move for what seems like an aeon, his eyes gazing intently at the go board beneath knitted brows. Clearly the man wants to win. Once the idea of distracting him pops into my head, it's hard to dispel. I can go for a coughing fit, which gives me coughing fit for 5 months. How'd that minstrel's tune go again? Or cheap tricks are beneath me. I go, wait, why are they beneath me? I don't know, is it because I'm cynical or something? Wondering why I'm getting stressed for that, but anyway. I guess I'll try and do this. How did the minstrel's tune go again? And then we choose which one of these we want, which is whichever one is the highest number, which is going to be my knowledge of warfare. I think we failed. Yep, we did. Oh well. That's fine. He has knocked us out. So, we now have the final. Between these two. I mean, it's pretty obvious who I think is going to win. It's going to be Momu. Let's see. Did Momu win? I don't know. It's Lu Tingyu won in a surprise turn of events. Okay. Well, we at least get tabletop player for 5 years, which is a nice bonus. It's always next time, and now we're at the end of the event. I gain 25 experience in bow, so we're almost at level 1. And almost at level, well, we're about halfway to level 1 in wit. And we have become the owner of the prized bow. That's cool. Would have preferred something that wasn't a weapon, if I'm honest, because we already have a good weapon, but anyway. Good to visit some places on the way back. I'm Shiyi of Purun, and I bested dozens of men in combat, and honestly all those fights were dull, so here I am on this road looking for someone better than me. I will defeat you. It'll be less valuable after I win. But now he has joined me. Wonderful. Now we make our way over here, gain some more experience in logistician. And I've now arrived back. Wonderful. I can go immediately back to meditating in seclusion. Child failed an exam, and now we'll just meditate for 6 months. Sorry, I'll just get rid of that. It's fine. So now we meditate. Okay. I'm also just trying to let my money build up a little bit because, you know, it might be useful to have a pile of money. My half-sister was captured in a siege. Okay. Well, not fine. You can be sent to a children's examination. Failed it. We gained some more trait experience in logistician. Arranged marriage between my courtier and this person. That's fine. I accept it. Okay. Meditating in seclusion's done. We've improved our skill in meditation. Just waiting for it. Yeah, I was waiting for us to conclude it. And, oh, new martial perk. What's this one? Study Confucian Classics. I don't want to do that because that will cancel my mentorship. Could grab Bellum Justum and go down this one, which means that when we get into combat, we'll be very good. Yeah, I think this seems like a good idea. Let's do that. Oh, our wife is pregnant again. I have a new heir. You, Aaron, who is sterile, but he is an heir, or Anrin. You need a new name, because I said it wrong once. You are going to be... Also, interestingly, you only get a good hand name. You can't have, like, a family name. As in, like, one that's common. You're going to be Wenju. Yep. That's fine. You failed, and you also failed. Oh, that's just not really on, really. That's fine. Okay. Oh, my worn manuscript needs repaired. Okay. Well, it's time to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. At some point, we're going to have opportunities. I think the problem is, our opportunities are limited by these guys right now. Once these guys stop being as big a blocker for us, we can maybe start thinking about murdering people and then pushing ourselves up that way. But right now, we could murder people to open up titles, but like, what does that do for us? I don't think it does anything for us currently, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.